Hello, Bashar.
How do you? Good day.
Do you ever feel devious?
Are you sure you really want to know?
Yes.
No. But am I being devious when I say no? How do you know?
Your
No.
voice.
That is not really within our repertoire of emotional experience. We know we always have the choice to be devious, to feel devious, but it is something that we no longer need and really never did.
Well, I was thinking, when you're listening to us talk,
Yes.
do you guys create like exaggerated representations of what we're saying to kind of amuse yourselves?
We believe that you are amusement enough. And it would probably be difficult to exaggerate you anyway.
All right. Fair enough.
Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Is there something else you wish to discuss?
Yes. When the hybrid children are preparing for contact with humans,
Yes.
do they have some kind of virtual reality equipment that they practice on?
They do.
And
They are being, in that sense, trained in various scenarios to acclimate to the idea of your society. But at the same time, dialogues like this between us are also acclimating you to theirs,
nice.
so that you can, in a sense, meet halfway.
And what are some of the most common mistakes that they make with humans?
There are many things that they experience in terms of understanding empathically what you are about to say and responding to it before you say it. So they are learning to wait until you say it.
Anything else?
Well, not many of them eat the same kind of things that you do.
What do they eat?
More along the lines of what you would call a vegetarian diet. Thus, then, the idea sometimes is that they will not completely have familiarity with many of the things that many humans ingest and will find, well, we do not mean to be impolite, they will find it repugnant. Thus, then, they may make some comments now and then about those kinds of things, but they are learning to be more polite.
Okay. And one last thing.
Yes.
When you say that someday we'll learn to communicate at a deeper level other than just, surface chat,
Yes.
how will that look?
It will be very, very quiet, as
Really?
it is on our world, because we are all telepathic. Almost no one talks.
Oh,
So the idea is that you will say what is necessary when it is necessary, not before and not after. Because you will know what needs to be said. You will not guess. You will know.
okay.
Does that help?
Yes.
That's one small part of it, but that will be one, in a sense, of the ways you will know that you are communing on a deeper level, is that you will simply be to the point, exactly when you need to be, not a second before, but not a second later. And you will know what you need to say when you need to know it. Not a second before and not a second after.
Okay. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Bashar.
And you good day.
First of all, thank you for all this information. It's very exciting.
We thank you once again for allowing us to reflect what you already know within you.
Very good. The most exciting thing I can think to ask you concerns cats, or the feline race.
Yes.
I'm interested in their cosmic origins, what they're like on their planet.
What they're like on their planet.
Well,
Cats exist on your planet.
right, correct. In the physical form.
Yes. Of course, they have other dimensional aspects, as all of you do, and everything does.
Very good. So I'm interested in their multidimensional aspects, as
right.
well as how they help and facilitate our human experience on Earth.
All right. Well, as many of you already know, they are very proficient at actually seeing into other dimensions, things that are beyond your senses right now. but they are teaching you how to stretch your senses. Anytime you form a rapport with a cat, you are working to stretch your senses into other dimensions. On other dimensional levels, what you perceive as a cat in your physical reality sometimes presents itself as a very slippery little being slipping in between dimensional barriers or borders. We don't know if this is going to translate properly into your language, but the idea would be as if you saw something slipping around very quickly, not quite being able to focus on it. In fact, some of you actually have perceived some of this. They are what you call the rods. Do you understand this connotation? Some of you have perceived with some of your technological camera devices that there are quasi-physical things flitting around through the air that your senses can't normally see. Well, these are the higher dimensional forms of some of the animals on your planet, including cats, perhaps especially cats. Do you follow this?
Yes.
So, the idea is that they are quite free to come and go interdimensionally. Conscious-wise. You understand?
This resonates with me, yes, Bashar.
Yes.
And that is all. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
Thank you.
Speak up and be bold so that all may hear what you have to share.
All right. So I've had many opportunities to talk before you, and I've always had questions and clever things to ask, but basically I think I want to share this time.
All right, thank you.
2.5 years or so ago, I was sort of thrust upon this path of following my excitement because life wasn't very exciting.
Oh, all right, thank you.
And
for choosing to be more of yourself.
Yes, it's been an amazing ride. I moved to the West Coast and just kind of...
The West Coast of what?
The West Coast of the United States.
Oh, all right, thank you.
I took a leap and my life has
And
exploded.
landed in the ocean?
No, not quite. Almost, but I made it to land, so...
All right.
Yeah, my life has exploded in synchronicity and abundance and opportunity, and it's been amazing.
Thank you.
It's been great. And I guess on that same note,
yes,
I have been, just like we said about seeing things flutter in and out, I've experienced, sometimes they're even metallic craft, and I know they are, but other times they're more amorphous, I guess you might say.
Yes, well, sometimes there are certain kinds of, vehicles that when they enter your dimension may take on a solid aspect, because that's the translation, the best translation your dimension can make of that thing. But in its own reality, it may not actually be solid or metallic.
Okay. So the idea is as I raise my vibration, I become more close to that.
This is one of the symptoms, so to speak, of the transformation, is that you stretch your senses to be capable of seeing what heretofore was invisible all around you. And now it becomes something that you can perceive, because your senses are more finely tuned. Because you're on a higher vibrational plane, a higher resonant frequency, and you can see a different program.
Okay, and on that same note, the group that I've connected with here...
the same note again.
Yes,
all right.
Of course. And the group that I've connected with here, we've experienced some, I guess the thing I can say is telepathy. There's a telepathy. There's a knowingness that a lot of, nothing really needs to be said. It's already felt and known. So I feel like I'm on that path. It's a lot of fun.
All right, thank you. And remember, you're not on a path, you are the path.
I am the path.
Thank you.
That's all I had. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
My name's Sabra.
All right, if you insist.
I would just wanted to ask, I've had dreams where I feel like it may have been like lucid, or it may have been like remembering something.
Yes, and sometimes it can be both and either.
Yeah.
There are many different things that dreams can be. Sometimes it can simply be recollections of the day, processing. It can be experiences that you're having in other dimensions, and you remember them. However, your mind can make sense out of remembering something that has no symbols in physical reality to remember it by.
So I was wondering.
Yes.
If I feel like I've been like visited.
Yes. You probably have.
And I would want to actually be visited more often, or like...
What you're saying is that you want to remember how often you're being visited, because all of you are visited exactly as often as you need to be. The idea, however, is that you forget. For a variety of reasons. Sometimes you are made to forget, sometimes you choose to forget, sometimes just the idea of attempting to remember something in another dimension in your physical reality is not something you can remember easily until you make sense of it, until you build a new vocabulary for it. However, it's all right that you forget, because one of the things we are doing is we are taking stock of how and when and at what rate you actually remember the encounters you've already had, and the rate at which you remember the encounters that have already happened gives us an understanding of how close you are all coming to the time when open contact can occur, and you will remember it. So we're using that as a barometer, because many of you have already had contact, but you don't remember. The rate at which you remember you've already had contact is the rate at which you are becoming ready for open contact.
Well,
Yes?
I decided I'm not really afraid of that, like all my fears I had before about like
All right.
open contact.
Yes.
And I just want to know how I would be able to like let them know.
By acting to the best of your ability on your highest joy and being the best you possibly can be. Thus, then you will operate at a frequency level that will let them know you are ready for more.
Okay. Thank you.
Are you willing to allow it to be that simple? Because
Yeah.
I know sometimes how you humans love to complicate things. But if you're willing to let it be that simple, then you will experience it as that simple.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yeah.
Pleasant dreams.
Thank you.
Hello, old friend.
And to you, good day, Strawberry.
Hey, this is my 25th anniversary with you.
Oh,
in
all
a
right.
human form.
Thank you for your quarter of a century of service.
All right.
I apologize that I do not have a gold watch to give you.
I was looking forward to that, too. Oh, well.
But I will allow you to share in our golden timelessness.
The golden, basking in the glory of who you are is
Oh,
golden up for
basking
me.
in your own glory would be more appropriate.
Oh, okay. Good. We'll bask in that.
Thank you.
Last time we were together, you invited me into the signatory vibration of pumpernickel bread.
Yes.
In the idea, I presume, that this was a frequency that would align with my departed wife and
Yes.
enable me to have more communications.
Yes.
I have her picture between rock-hard pumpernickel bread.
Oh.
I have eaten it, and I have had some delightful contacts.
Thank you.
I would ask you how I utilize this tool for even more clarity of contact.
All right. One moment. Are you gaining clarity?
Yeah, thanks, baby.
All right. Thank
So
you.
much simpler telepathically, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. I seem to be able to channel with great ease for other people. I'm having difficulty channeling for myself. Why?
Nonsense.
Good, that takes care of that, all right?
Remember that you do not have to go into exactly the same state to receive for yourself that you do to translate for others.
Yeah.
It's simpler than you think, that's all. You're trying too hard.
Yeah, relaxing the effort.
It's really more opening up for yourself. Just receiving, yes.
Understand.
Just be a receiver.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah. Okay.
And now, poppy seed cake.
Okay, baby. What other area? I'm running in. By the way, I've had some amazing experiences. I just had the entire, all of the various time tracks that I've experienced existing as a gestalt in present time.
Congratulations.
Lovely.
Again, one of the symptoms of the transformation is to start perceiving the idea of time simultaneously on multiple tracks.
Yes, and as a visceral experience, it's quite delightful.
Yes, it is. Well, it is quite lightful, rather than delightful, but yes.
You know, you're a real wise ass at times. You know?
Yes. We know.
Yeah, but I love it. Smart ass is better than a dumb one, isn't it?
Yes, we think so. Although they have their value
Yeah,
equally.
oh yeah, absolutely. Contrast and all, yeah.
Yes. Polarity.
Polarity, baby. All right.
And so?
One other area. Been running into some intense feelings of separation and not belonging.
All right. To what? To anything?
Yes. To the connection to the reality itself, especially to love.
Yes. It's a transitional state.
Yeah, I figured it.
When you let go and unlock from one reality, sometimes because you are used to the idea of space-time linearity, you will take some time before you reconnect to a new reality vibration. And in that floating freeness limbo, you can sometimes, if you have a negative interpretation or negative definition, define it in that sense as not belonging. But it is simply an unlocking so that you can relock. It is simply a disorientation so you can reorient. If you allow yourself to experience this in a positive way, you will enjoy the limbo state and float freely to your next destination.
Okay, and you got a bit of a vortex phenomenon there.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. So you've got the falling out of one reality so that the havingness is disappearing on the reality.
Yes, and that can make you spin around a little bit and make you dizzy a little bit, but that's all right. You'll get used to it. As soon as you, shall we say, match the speed of the vortex, then it will all settle back in and crystallize.
So it's very much of an acceptance reality.
Absolutely, it all is. You have to accept and allow to let a reality in.
And letting go of the impulse to change it, the impulse to alter it, the impulse. Appreciation and admiring of the void.
And the dropping of all expectation as to what you think it ought to be, and just allow it to be what it is.
That's a bitch.
Is that a positive thing?
It is now. It wasn't when I said it. Okay, love you, sweetheart. Good to see you.
Our love to you as well, Strawberry.
Hi, Bashar.
And to you, a good day. One moment. By the way, Strawberry, a bitch might just be an itch you need to scratch. Continue.
My question is kind of similar to the lady before him.
Yes. But it will also be uniquely your own.
Yeah, I feel like I have to ask this.
All right, if you have to. By all means, don't keep us in suspense.
Okay.
Or do, because we like suspense too.
Okay. When I was a child, I would have the same dream. Like, I would just get into this state, like somewhere in between.
Define.
Like, I wasn't sure if I was dreaming or awake. I'm not sure. Then I remember.
Well, that's all right. There are those in-between states in consciousness.
I know. I'm aware of that. But I would just have the same experience over and over.
Which was?
So
which was what?
Which was like my body is like paralyzed, and I would just see myself like floating in the air. And I know there's like some being, just invisible being, and I have the same experience, and I would just go back to sleep.
Very often in certain visitations, you are shifted from one dimension to another. The paralysis is often the reaction of your physical body to the shift, because it can no longer move in the dimension in which it used to exist and doesn't yet know how to move in the new dimension it's being shifted to. So paralysis occurs. Secondarily, sometimes the beings might impose the paralysis on your physical body to ensure that you make it to the dimension they're guiding you toward, rather than letting you float free to skip off into some other dimension.
I see. Okay, so I always wondered, I was visited, and I'm just ready to remember. If I have shifted to another dimension.
Then you can start remembering within the next 3 days, if you wish.
Will you assist me remember? Because I want to have...
Done.
Okay, thank you so much.
Done.
All right, okay. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I love you.
Our love to you as well.
Hello, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
Could you tell me the relationship between the physical arthritic pain that I'm going through in my knees, lower back, and my leg to the emotional stress that I dwell on during the day sometime?
You mean you don't have an answer in your description?
Well, I would like your answer.
Well, the idea of the stress in that sense, shall we say, locks you into a certain position, makes it difficult to be flexible. You understand?
Yes.
What is it you are unwilling to move forward in?
I am stuck on some emotional family problems that I'm going through.
You are stuck on emotional family problems, which means you are unconscious about certain definitions and belief systems within yourself. Because all emotion stems from a belief or a definition. You can't feel any way about anything unless you believe something to be true first. So if you want to unstick, the idea is to discover what beliefs and definitions are giving rise to the emotions that you're experiencing in any given situation. And the way you go about that, primarily, most simply, is to, in any given situation where you feel that kind of an emotion, is to first own it, because you can't change what you don't own, and then acknowledge that it's giving you a signal. The signal being that you're experiencing what you typically call in your language a negative emotion, simply because you're filtering your energy through a negative belief system. Because that's how emotions are generated, when your energy flows through a particular belief system. So if you're having a certain kind of emotional experience, all you have to do is ask yourself, what do I have to believe about myself being true in my relationship to this situation? When you find out what it is you believe to be true about yourself relative to the situation you're in, you will discover, if you listen carefully enough, what the definition is you have about your relationship to that situation. And when you discover the definition and make the definition conscious, if it is a definition that is out of alignment with your true self, it will suddenly appear illogical and nonsensical, and you can let it go. Because anything that is out of alignment with your true self appears illogical and nonsensical. The idea, thus, is that you have to bring it from the unconscious mind to the conscious mind, because once you identify the belief, then you are capable of letting it go. But it will always cause the emotional reoccurrences to happen if you do not bring the belief to conscious recognition. Does this make sense to you?
Yes, it does. So you're basically, in other words, if I'm feeling my feelings...
Yes. Find out what's generating the feeling. What kind of thing would you have to believe is true? What kind of belief or definition would you have to buy into in order to feel what you're feeling? Because if you don't have a definition, you don't have a feeling. If I tell you a word that you have no definition for, you don't know how to feel, do you?
No.
Well, there you go. Once you have a definition, you start imposing all sorts of feelings in that because of the definitional structure you've imposed on that situation. But all situations are fundamentally neutral. They don't come with built-in meaning. They are devoid of meaning. Life, fundamentally, is meaningless. I don't mean that in a bad way. It means that you are designed to impose meaning on life. You decide what things mean. They don't automatically mean anything. They're just neutral. They're just props. So whatever situation occurs, no matter how it looks on the surface, if you start giving it, if you start assigning it a more positive meaning, allow it to be neutral at first, step back, take a moment, say, wait a minute, I don't have to react. This is neutral. Then assign it a positive meaning for whatever reason, then you will only get a positive effect out of it, no matter what anyone else's intention in the situation may be toward you. Do you understand?
That was a beautiful answer.
Why, thank you. Now, are you also hesitating to move forward on your joy and your excitement in life?
No, not at all.
You're not hesitating?
Not in it.
Or not moving?
I'm not moving.
All right. And so what is your fear about acting on your highest joy? What do you believe will happen if you do? Because you see, that's another way to discover what your beliefs are. If you have a fear, then explore it, amplify it, magnify it, bring it into the light and say, all right, if I did in fact do this thing, what is the worst thing I'm afraid might happen? And then let your imagination free rein. Become terrified. Magnify it so that you can find out what the belief is, what the definition is. And once you know what it is, you will start to see that it doesn't fit, it doesn't belong, it's nonsensical, it's illogical, and most importantly, it doesn't belong to you. It probably came from parents, it probably came from society, it probably came from peers, but you don't have to buy into it, because the only way you experience anything is because you agree to experience it. So if it's a belief that came from someone else that doesn't really belong to you, drop it. Because if you carry it around through life and it doesn't belong to you, that's called theft. You're stealing other people's beliefs. They don't belong to you.
Right.
So, drop them. Turn them in. Oh, these don't belong to me. Go back to the belief exchange. I'd like to turn these in. They don't belong to me, and besides, they're very heavy, and I'm tired of dragging them around through my life. They're making my joints ache.
There you go.
Thank you. Follow along?
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello, Bashar.
And a you good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I get really excited about creativity.
Yes, so do we.
Yeah. So I want to help individuals and organizations.
Go right ahead.
Be more creative.
Go right ahead. Nothing is stopping you, is it?
It goes back to my own beliefs.
Of course it does.
Yeah.
Do you have beliefs that are stopping you from being as creative as you would like to be? Hesitation usually means you are.
Yeah.
And so, what are you hesitant about? What seems difficult about acting on this to you?
You know, just fear of rejection, fear of...
Rejection from whom?
Myself, people.
Why would you reject yourself? And if other people reject you, if they have nothing to do with your dream, why do you care?
Yeah, I agree, yeah.
Why are you accepting their opinion of you? Do you not have one of your own?
I do.
Why do you want to help people become more creative?
Because it enhances life. It enhances
If you know
potential.
that, if you are absolutely certain, are you absolutely certain that's true?
I am.
Then if you're absolutely certain that's true, why would the idea of rejection even ever enter that equation?
Preconditions.
But if you know they're preconditions, you don't have the conditioning anymore, do you? Remember, a habit is something you do that you don't know you're doing. If you know the habit exists, you don't have it anymore. If you keep doing the same thing, it's not a habit, it's a choice. You understand?
Yes, thank you.
So, does that make it easier for you to simply go ahead and do what you want to do? What excites you?
Yeah, I hope so.
You what?
I hope so.
You what?
Want to.
You what?
I'm going to.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Again, if you find yourself hesitating, ask yourself, what do you believe is true? And why do you believe that to be true if it's making you hesitate? You can find out. But when you find out, understand. Understand. You don't have a habit once you know you have it. Because of the definitions that exist on your planet, many of you are taught to believe that when you discover the habit, that's the beginning of the process of getting rid of it. No, it's the end.
Right.
You don't have it as soon as you see it. As we have often said, it is what you call the forest for the trees issue. The only way you know that you were in a forest is to be outside of it looking back. Then you can see the whole forest. Oh, look, a forest. But you can't go, oh, look, a forest, unless you're outside the forest. When you're in it, all you go is, oh, look, trees. You understand?
Right.
So when you see the habit, when you know the pattern is there, you're already outside of the pattern.
Right.
And the only reason you would keep doing it is because you assume from a belief you have to. But you don't. So if you do keep doing the same thing you say you don't want to do, then you need to ask yourself, why would I choose this? How does it serve me to choose this? Because you don't do anything. None of you do anything you don't believe serves you in some way. So even though it may seem contradictory, and you go, well, I know I would prefer this, but I keep doing this, what that tells you is you have a belief attached to each of these things that says that this is not the way, this is. That somehow the thing you want to do, you say you want to do, is somehow more scary than the thing you are doing, as difficult as it may be to keep doing it. Somehow this is safer for you because of a belief you've attached to this and that. When you then reverse those beliefs, you will then do the thing that excites you the most because now you have a belief attached to it that says this is actually to your benefit and this is not. But as long as you keep doing something that you know is not to your benefit in lieu of something that is, it means you have a belief attached in the opposite direction to those things that makes the thing that excites you seem to be of less benefit to do it than the thing you keep doing that you don't like. Make sense?
Yes.
Can you reverse those?
Yes.
Can you allow your excitement to really be the best thing for you? Or are you afraid that if you follow your excitement to the best of your ability, something bad will still happen?
There is an element of uncertainty.
What's the uncertainty?
That I may not be able to be that creative self that I want to be.
Really? You really believe that?
I don't want to believe it.
Why don't you want to believe it?
It doesn't serve me.
Well, if it doesn't serve you, then why do you believe it?
It doesn't serve me the way I want it to. But it serves me to, I guess, learn to transform it.
All right. Have you transformed it then?
In the process. And yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Again, the idea is that you're focusing to some degree on a goal. Just be in the journey. The journey is the goal. Just enjoy what you're doing for its own sake. You don't have to do what you enjoy to accomplish a particular thing. The doing of what you enjoy is the accomplishment. You follow?
Yes.
That's enough. That's enough. So if you just enjoy what you're doing and do what you enjoy, you have already created the idea of accomplishment and success. All the rest of it is just expectation. All the rest of it is just side effects. All the rest of it is just whatever happens when you express the idea of your own joy, your own creativity. All the rest of it is just expressions of that. It is not the achievement of that. It is just the expression of what you've already achieved by just doing what excites you because you don't need another reason. And you don't need another reason. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Are you sure?
It does, yes. Thank you.
All right.
One more question.
Yes.
What does a typical day on your planet look like?
There are no typical days. They are all atypical, and I suppose they're typical in that way. I do, personally, many different things. Contacting other civilizations, creating art, many different things. Different beings go about doing different things that excite them and come together when they need to, in perfect synchronicity, when they need to come together, without planning. As we said, it is very quiet because it is mostly telepathic. There are sounds in the forests of animals and such. They are similar to some degree to yours, but not exactly. All our animals are symbiotic. There is no predation. Do you understand?
What is predation?
Predators.
Oh, okay.
There are no predators. There are only symbiotes on our planet. Nothing in that sense feeds off another to the point of death. You follow?
Yeah.
All right. We go about doing many different things. There are trainings for those that come into the idea of being first contact specialists like myself. There are field trips to other worlds. There are journeys on spaceships. There are communions with nature in a variety of ways. Gatherings of beings of all types in a variety of ways. Inventing of things and creation of things and games in a variety of ways. There are many things. Does that answer your question sufficiently, or is there some specific avenue of my civilization you would rather explore?
I'm curious about Earth, as far as no predation on your planet, and this transition into a new life form on our planet. Will we have a different sort of ecology that...
Yes. In fact, in a sense, you're creating that now. It is even being reflected in certain aspects of your entertainment, where you see many different kinds of things having to do with your connection to nature. You understand?
Yes.
All right. So you are seeing that transition. But remember, primarily, the things on your planet are predatory because you are. Make sense?
Yes.
Now, there is nothing wrong with that. We are not devaluing it. We are not negatively judging it. It is just what it is as a reflection. It's a learning tool. Learn, decide whether you wish to perpetuate it, change it if you wish. It's up to you. But we sense that you're moving in that direction slowly. But that's all right. It's all relative. And for you, the pace is appropriate when you deem it's appropriate. Make sense?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good day.
Hi, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
My question is,
Speak up.
I've been following my highest joy, I think, my entire life.
You think? Doesn't sound very convincing.
Well, since I was a little girl,
yes.
I always wanted to be a designer, and through my entire life, I've gone to design school.
Yes.
And
a designer of what?
Clothes.
All right. And
okay.
Are you doing that?
Yes.
All right. So you are living one of your dreams, yes?
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. And then, and I started my own business. And years ago, when I started it, it just went through the roof. I had so much business, it was scary.
Why was it scary?
Because we could hardly handle the amount of business that we had.
All right. And so what did you do?
Well, we tried to...
Did you scale back?
No, we didn't try to. We kept trying to grow with it, but now...
Why did you try to grow with it instead of simply growing?
Well, I think we were. I mean, to the best of my ability. That
at that time?
Yes, at that time.
All right. And now?
And now it's like I try and I try.
Stop trying. Nothing is ever accomplished by trying. It is only accomplished by doing something, by being a particular frequency, by living a particular way.
Right.
Do you have a picture in your head of your ideal scenario with you in it?
Yes.
How different is it from your scenario now?
Pretty different.
All right. Imagine for a moment, whether your eyes are open or closed is up to you. Imagine for a moment that scenario where you see yourself in that scenario. Do you see it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, pay attention to that version of you closely. Do you see her doing things?
Well, it's just a moment, but yes.
Just a moment.
Yes.
All right. Well, stretch it out. See her going about her day in this ideal scenario.
Okay.
Whether it be actually at work or at play or at home, see her the way she would be behaving in that reality. Do you see her?
Yes.
Is she behaving differently than you behave on a day-to-day basis?
Yes, but the situations are different. Like in my vision.
Don't get ahead of the game.
Okay.
Do you see her behaving differently?
Yes.
Regardless of the circumstances, you need to behave as she does in all ways she would behave in any circumstance that occurred. You're not being her. She would behave as she chooses to behave,